What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about something that I get emails, text messages, fucking messages on Facebook asking me. I'll get like a picture and it'll be of a competitor, and they'll say stuff like, or somebody who wants to compete. And they'll say, you know, this is my girlfriend, or this is me, and the girl will say, this is me, or the guy will say, this is me. Do you think I can, win a show? And first of all, anybody can win a show. All you have to do is be the best one there, and fucking nobody better than you shows up. You win. That doesn't mean that you suck. That means that nobody got better than you that day. And there's always somebody better. They just didn't show up that day, and that's why you won. Plain and simple. Now, to look at somebody and say, could you be competitive? Okay, now that's more like it. You look at them and say, yeah, you know, good symmetry, good shape. As long as you get lean enough, you'll be competitive. You know, you look at the girl and you say, okay, bikini, okay, arms are, a little bit too long, a little bit too short, whatever the case may be. I don't know, maybe competitive on like a local level, but not on the national level, okay? And now, people are asking now, like Boston Lloyd put out a post and said, hey guys, do you think I can hang with the heavyweights at the nationals? Let's hear it. So people now want to know my opinion. I don't know why the fuck they want to know my opinion, but they want to know my opinion, so here's my opinion. There's no way you can know, and Boston can know, until he steps on stage and stands next to them. You can look completely phenomenal, blowing the doors off people on stage at the regional level, and even the junior level, and then you get to the national level, and you fucking look like the odd duck out. Like, you don't look anything like them. It's the strangest thing. For a long time, I was looking at these guys in the nationals, and I was looking at their weights and the way that their physiques were, and I was sitting there going, okay, they're harder than I am. I just got to get that hard, and I'll be able to go to the next level. And then in 2009, I went to the junior nationals with Kari. Kari was competing, and I saw Shelby Starnes, and I saw Dusty Hanshaw, and I saw Brad Davis, B-Boy. I saw all these other guys that I've, seen pictures of and I knew from forums and stuff, and they were all on the junior level. I said, okay, let me, let's see. So I watched these guys and I stood next to them and I realized, holy fuck, this is a whole different level than that regional level. Completely different. Now, if you took a picture of me and stuck it next to one of these guys in similar conditioning, you say, okay, maybe they can hang. Okay, maybe he can hang. That's not the case when you actually see them standing side by side, not in a picture, but standing side by side. Now you get to the national level on top of it. Now Dusty wiped the floor with everybody in the heavyweight division of this junior nationals. Get to the heavyweights, and it's even different there. Guys are even better and bigger there. But you don't know until you step on stage. So until, Boston steps on stage, there's no way to tell that. There's plenty of shows out there where you'll see 20 people in the lineup, and this guy just smashes the lineup, just demolishes. It happens all the time. It happens to Maryland all the time. It happens to Delaware. People just smash the lineup, and they go, wow, man, this guy's the next big thing. There was only one guy, I remember in recent times, two guys that I thought would be able to do really good. One was Mike Strutz, and the other one was this guy, what was his name? He just won the Maryland this year. Oh, no, he won the Sean Ray this year. Then he went on like 2 weeks later to win his pro card. Tristan, I think his name is. He won his pro card at the North Americans. Now, this kid, as soon as you saw him, and this is probably because I've actually seen national level competitors and pro competitors in shape before in person and up close. When I saw him, I was like, fuck, this kid's not only going to win the show, but he's going to win his pro card. Whenever he decides to go get that pro card, he's going to win it. Didn't know he was going on 2 weeks later to the North Americans, and this was to qualify for the North Americans so he could compete for pro status. So they call the call-outs, and I'm looking at this kid, and I'm like, there's no way. It's not that he's just beating people here, hands down. It's that I know for a fact what this guy looks like. He looks like he belongs on the other stage with the other guys. He goes on to win the class. He goes on to win the overall. Next thing you know, 2 weeks later, hands down, he won that fucking class at the North Americans, and he won his pro card. Hands down. Like, that's the type of person you see, and I think that, until you've seen somebody at that caliber, somebody who has that type of muscle, the density, the maturity, who's literally in shape, and you look at them, and he was already in contest shape when I saw him, and you say, oh shit, they say Boston he's put on a whole bunch more muscle. So now he has to diet down and get shredded. What's he going to look like when he diets down? He doesn't know. You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. So now the thing is, he'd have to diet down, get shredded, then walk into the nationals where the heavyweights are in the nationals, stand side by side. Now, you get those guys that are, Boston might look phenomenal, but then you stick him next to a guy that's like 5'6" and weighs the same amount and he's shredded. Now all of a sudden, the image of everything changes. Like, he doesn't look the same. It's weird. You look different next to somebody on a higher level than you do that's on a lower level. So even though you're the big fish in the little pond on the local level, when you go to the big pond and you're the little fish, it really does look little. You really do turn into the little fish. Well, sometimes you're the shark, but you're the great white. But bottom line is, you get what I'm trying to say. Like, there's no way to tell or for anybody to tell. A lot of people all the time, like, oh, this guy's fucking great, he's going to be so good, blah, blah, blah. The guy doesn't even win a regional show. You know, other times, you know, you look at a guy and you say, oh, he's not that good, he's not that good. And then you see him at the Nationals. You know, we had people talk all kinds of smack about Sean Roden, all kinds of smack. He wasn't even training for a while. They called him Big Fat Sean. That was what they were calling him. And Sean said, I'm going to go to the Delaware, win the Delaware. Then I'm going to go into North Americans and win my pro card. Then I'm going to go win a show and compete in the Olympia. And everybody was like, dude, you're out of your fucking mind. There's no way that's going to happen, because you see him around here. You see him in his sweats. Well, by the time he was dieted down and won the Delaware, he put his sweats back on. You couldn't see it. When he finally got on stage at the North Americans, it was very clear that that level, that's where he was at. He was at the national level underneath those sweats. Swept it, took the fucking pro card, and then again, you see him with those guys, it's questioning, well, is he good enough to be in the IFBB? You see him next to those guys, he fits with those guys. So you see, like, you know, even guys that are good enough, sometimes you look at them and don't think they're good enough. Sometimes that aren't people that aren't good enough, you look at them and you think they are good enough, and then they go up and get smashed. You're like, well, how the fuck did that happen? When you look at the lineup, you realize, you're like, wow, he looks really, you know, he looked fucking crazy at the regionals, but now on this level, not so much. So be aware, if you have a friend who comes up to you and says, hey, do you think I'll do good? You know, you think I can win this? People all the time, well, I'm not fucking around, I want to turn pro. It's like, well, first go walk over at the local level, see how you look there. If you win there, go to the regional level, see how you look there. If you win there, go to the junior level, see how you look there. If you win there, go to the national level, see how you look there. If you win there, you're a pro. There are steps. It doesn't matter what I say, my opinion doesn't matter what the fucking, you know, next person in your gym says or their opinion. What matters is how you look on stage, and if you're up to that level, and the judges are going to let you know. Like this kid Tristan, they didn't even know who the fuck he was. When he walked in there, it was like, boom, first place, boom, overall, boom, pro card. I mean, it was very apparent that when they saw him, they knew that's what level he was on. And if you're that level, that's what's going to happen to you. bios3training@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.bios3training.com is a blog. I'm Bios3, and I approve this message, and we're out.